How are you? Hope you all are healthy, fit, and fine at your place. Stay safe, stay healthy at your place. It's Corona outside, you have to study at your own place. So, today, the title of our computer video is the software, types of computer software. We know that software are the non-tangible components, or in a technical term, software is a set of programs that is given to the computer to perform any specific task. So here we will learn about the categorization of our computer software, that the system software, application software, and the utility software. So for further knowledge about that software components, we will move to our slideshow. So students, here in this slide we will learn about the computer software. We have already discussed this thing that a software is a set of program or the non-tangible things that we cannot touch. We can only see them, we can only work on them, are called the computer software. So for further knowledge, let me begin. Here, the first thing is, what is computer software? Computer software is a set of instructions given to the computer to solve a problem is called the software, or the set of instructions are called the program here. A software is a collection of programs that performs a particular task. Means every software are designed to perform the specific task. Suppose if we want to perform the typing task, or if we want to write something like the application stories at all, then we have MS Word software. If we want to perform the calculational task over the data, then we have the MS Excel software. If we want to create any presentation, then we have the PowerPoint presentation. For other things, like if we want to do the drawing and all, then we have Tux Paint and MS Paint at all. So it describes that to perform each particular task, we have a separate software. Software is also called the programs. Different softwares are used to solve the different problems. So here we have three types of computer software. Means we can categorize the computer software into three parts on the basis of their functionality. Number one, the system software. Number second, the application software. And number third, the utility program. Most of the time you have seen that the software can be categorized into two parts, but here one more software is added, that is your utility software. It's also the part of computer software. So now, the first type of software is application software. So let me discuss what is an application software. Application software includes the program that do real work for the user. Basically, application softwares are the program that are literally designed for the user. These are the user-friendly software, means the user can solve or fulfill their need by using these application softwares. Application software is created to perform the specific task for the user. Means these are the software that is specially designed for the user to fulfill their task. It is also known as application package. Application software is used to perform the various applications on the computer. Here you have seen the examples of application software like your Word Online, Gmail, Gmail Offline, Google Docs, Google Drives, Box, MS Word, MS Excel, MS Paint, MS Office, PDF Converter, Snap Pages, Sticky Notes, YouTubes, and Zoho, Wiki, all other softwares that you use in your mobile phone. That all are the examples of your application software. Now, the next type of computer software is system software. Basically, it is the most important software or the primary need of your computer system. So, let me discuss it here. System software is a set of programs to control and manage the operations of the computer hardware. Means all the things or all the operations that can be managed by the software are called the system software. It enables application programs to execute properly. Means system software provide a base to run the application program in a proper manner. It consists of the basic operations as follows. Number first, saving the data on the disk. Means if we want to save the data on the disk, then we will use the system software. The next is making computer to work for us. It allows the computer system or other peripherals or hardware devices to do our work. Printing a document. If we want to give the printout of a particular document, then we will use the system software. So some of the examples of system software are operating system, translator programs, and the device drivers. So basically operating system we will discuss in the further move slides. Now here the thing is translator programs. Computer cannot understand the user's language, means it cannot understand any English language or any other language. It only understands the binary language or the digital one. So the thing or the mediator that I uses to translate the human language into the computer understandable form and computer language into the human understandable form are called the translators. Translators can be of three types. Number one, the assembler. Number second, the compiler. And number third, the interpreter. Now the device drivers. To run a particular device or to run a new device in our computer system, we need the device drivers. Like if we purchase any new printer, then to run to that particular printer, we need a device driver that we have to install in our computer system. Now, here are some examples of the operating system and the system software. Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Linux, Unix, Mac, Fedora, and Android is also the example of the operating system. Now, the next program or the last type of software is utility program. As a human need the food and the shelter for living their life, so same as the utility program is the essential part. It is a kind of system software that allows the user to analyze, configure, and maintain the computer system. It performs a specific task related to the management of computer. Example of antiviruses are antivirus and the firewall. Examples of utility programs are antivirus and firewalls. So here some of the example of antiviruses are K7 Computing, Webroot, Asset, Panda, AVG, Avast, Bitdefender, Norton, Trend, Bullguard, PC Tools, Kaspersky, Rising, that all are the Quick Heal, that all are the examples of the antivirus or the utility program. Now, here about the operating system, we all are aware that, and we have already discussed that operating system is a part of system software, means it is a kind of system software. It is the most important program that runs on a computer. Operating system is an interface between the computer and the user, means the first basic need of our computer hardware is operating system. Without this, our computer is just like a garbage box. So if we want to make our system in a running manner, then we have to install the operating system first. It is responsible for the management and coordination of activities and the sharing of the resources of the computer. Here you have seen the block diagram of operating system. Every software required a system software that operating system to run. Operating system provide a base to run the application program that is beneficial for the user, or user can perform all the tasks of their need by using the application software, and over the application software the user can work. So operating system work as an interface between the computer hardware and computer user. Now here the operating system can manage all the application softwares, disk drivers, disk drives, mouse, all the peripheral devices that are connected to the computer system. Here, types of operating system. We have number of type of operating system, but here we will define the two: multi-user and the single-user operating system. A multi-user operating system allows multiple users to access a computer system concurrently. Means in the multi-user operating system, number of users can access a single system concurrently. Time-sharing system can be classified as multi-user system as they enable a multi-user access to a computer through the sharing of time. Single-user operating system as opposed to a multi-user operating system. these systems are used by only a single user at a time. Means the huge difference between multi-user operating system and single user operating system is that in the multi-user operating system, multiple users can share the systems at once or at the same time concurrently. But in that multi-user operating system, only single user can use a system at a time. Now, here are some major functions of the operating system. Number first, the resource management. Number second, the data management, job management, standard mean of communication between the user and the computer, and other are like file management, disk management, that also the part of the major functions of operating system. So here, we will discuss some basic terms like resource management. The resource management function of an operating system allocates the computer resources such as CPU time, main memory, secondary memory, and input and output devices for use. Means if a process goes towards the CPU, then it's the process or it's the main work of the operating system to provide that CPU, to provide the CPU to that particular process. It's by using a particular CPU time. Data management. The data management function of an operating system governs the input and output of data and their location, storage, and the retrieval. Now, the third is job management. The job management function of an operating system prepares, schedules, controls, and monitors the job. Means it can prepare any process, it can schedule that, it can control, monitor all the things, execution, and ensure the most efficient processing. Now, the next is standard means of communication between the user and the computer. The operating system also establishes a standard mean of communication between the user and their system. Now, types of user interface. The operating system uses two types of interface. Number first, the CUI, command line interface, or the command line user interface, and the second one is GUI. So first, here we will discuss about the CLI, command line interface, or CUI. CUI means you have to take help of a keyboard to type the commands to interact with the computers. Means here only a console or a black screen or a blue screen is available on your screen. So if you want to perform any operation over that, then only the thing that you have is your keyboard. If you want to perform some option or operations, then you have to type the commands to interact with the computers. You can only type text to give commands to the computer, as in the MS-DOS, like Microsoft Disk Operating System, or the command prompt. There are number of images or graphics on the screen, and it is a primitive type of interface. Means in the beginning, computers had to be operated through this interface, and user have seen it say that they had to contend with the black and white screen text only. Okay, means from the beginning, when the computer gets started, so that time we use the CUI or CLI interface. In that computers we can only able to write the command that we can with the help of the keyboards. No GUI and no graphics, no symbols at all available that time. So here you have seen the screen, that is your CMD or the CUI screen. Here if you want to perform any task, so you have seen that we have to write the commands here. Now the next is GUI. GUI stands for graphical user interface. It is an interface that allows the user to interact with different electronic devices using the icons and other visual indicators. A graphic user interface is a system of interactive visual components for computer software. A GUI displays objects that convey the information and represent the action that can be taken by the user. The object can change color, size, or the visibility when the user interacts with them. Here you have seen number of applications or number of icons that you get while you are working with the CUI environment, and this is the pointer. So elements in a graphical user interface. Number first, the window. This is the element that displays the information on the screen. Second is menu. A menu contains a list of choices and it allows users to select one from them. Icons. You all are aware with this, that small pictures or the graphics on the screen. Tabs, it usually contains a text labels or a graphical icon. Control, these are also known as the widgets. That's all about today's information. If you have any query, any problem related to the video, then you can ask me, you can call me, or you can drop a message in the Dropbox. And one more thing that you have to keep in your mind, you have to complete your work on time and send it to me. So thank you. Have a nice day.